you can sometimes predict what the answer will be, or at least the type of answer that you're looking for. And necessary assumption questions are really nice because there's a couple of strategies. One of them is if there's something new in the conclusion that did not appear in the evidence, it's likely that that new thing will be a necessary assumption of some kind. The necessary assumption will be relating that new thing in the conclusion back to the evidence. There needs to be a link of sorts between those. Otherwise, the presence of that new thing in the conclusion is not justified. So that's why the negation technique works. Have you heard about the negation technique?
Yes, I have.
Or have you been applying it?
I have, mostly with necessary assumption questions, because I know if you negate it and if it doesn't work and if that's required for the argument to work.
Exactly. So the correct choice when negated will destroy the argument because it needs to be the case. It would be impossible for the argument to work if that necessary assumption were not the case. So best thing you can do is look for new things in the conclusion that did not appear in the evidence and use that as a first run through. This isn't always the way to do them though, but it is one of the most common ways. The other thing I would encourage you to look for is if there's a very extreme claim in the argument or a conditional claim in the argument as the conclusion. Conditional statements by their very nature are quite extreme actually, because they're saying that all that needs to happen for y is x. X alone is sufficient to guarantee y, meaning that nothing else is necessary. So they are automatically dismissing all potential alternatives. And so keep that in mind as something to be looking for as well. Thanks for tuning into the show. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already to be notified of new episodes as I release them. And feel free to reach out if you need anything at all as you move forward with your prep. I'm happy to help however I can. In the meantime, I'll wish you all the best and take care.